Alright, The Dragon Reborn, chapters 41 to 50, part 4, let's get started straight away. Okay, so here we start off with Perrin's party coming to Ilion. So here in Ilion, Moiraine and Notsa called Zareen. Now, honestly in this part, I'm not sure if I'm going to call Zareen or Fail. What's that? Yeah, Fail, right? I don't know if I'm going to call her Zareen or Fail because they're always alternate between those two names. I think only Perrin calls her Zareen, while everyone else calls her Fail because I think Perrin just does not want to believe that she is the Falcon. So, let me know what I should call her because I'm very conflicted between both of them. I think I might go with Fail. But yeah, anyway, so these two, Moiraine and Fail, they have been conflicted so far. Like, Moiraine does not want her to join, but Fail here is a hunter of the horn and she believes that if she stays with them, she has a big chance of, getting the horn. So that's why she decides to stay at the end. But however, Moiraine gave her a bunch of conditions, like a bunch of oaths that she needs to take. So I remember she can't ask any questions, she can't put them in danger, and she just has to obey. So like, she pretty much is like the slave, I mean, not really, but it's just a big sit, I mean. So Moiraine is acting a bit, she's acting a bit stressed out recently. So, and also at the end, Moiraine was like to Perrin that since you brought her here, you are responsible for her. And Perrin does not hate her. And one more thing I want to say is, I feel like that Fail is a very, very good character. Like, I am enjoying her a lot. I think she is probably my favorite female character, second to Nynaeve so far. Is there anyone else? It's not Egwene. I feel like she's better than Elaine so far. I think she's second to Nynaeve at the moment. Yes, I think she actually is so good. Even though we've barely seen her, she is awesome, bro. I love Fail and I hope to see more of her in the future. Okay, anyway, then we arrive at Ilion, and then here Loyal is very, very stressed out. Because apparently here in Ilion, right, there's some works by the ogre that's still undone, and apparently some ogres have been here recently and so on, and that's why Loyal is stressing out so much. Like, this guy's like, I should have stayed home, should have let my wife, not my wife, my mother, should have just let my mother find me a wife, I would have been blessed, blah blah blah. But right now, if I get caught, I am dead. It's weird because Loyal, he is excited by danger itself, but he's more worried about seeing more ogres, which is an interesting mentality, I'm not gonna lie. So, and then they all arrive at an inn. We're gonna see a lot of inns in this whole entire book, as I presume. Anyway, so they come at an inn, and this innkeeper lets them know that there has been a lot of fights. The whole city has not been like itself. Blah blah blah. A lot of people have been. This is a very common thing in this whole part, right? People having bad dreams, and it's not just our main cast of people like Targaryen or like anyone. These are random people that's having bad dreams, and apparently some of these dreams are actually important according to Moiraine. So that is a very common theme that we are kind of getting, bad dreams about High Lords. That's one common theme. So it can either be about High Lord like Samon, the one we got before, or this new one in Ilion. So very, very, I'm not sure what that means, but I presume we will find out soon. Anyway, so another thing about this town Ilion is that the High Lord kind of like ended its trade with Tear because they just don't like each other. But since now that times are getting rough and stuff, no ships are going to Tear anymore. So we know that there, we can see these steps that are being built towards civil war. I'm predicting towards the future between Ilion and Tear. Maybe that's a foreshadow, I'm not entirely sure, but that's just a prediction. And now we finally find out that wrongness that Perrin had smelled all of those times, bro. I always predicted it might be something else, but now, these are the Greymans, bro. So every time when Perrin had like a very bad smell, these were Greymans. And I don't think anyone could have ever predicted that. So anyway, when he was in the inn, everyone was chilling. 6 ordinary people. We know Greymen, these guys are the most ordinary people ever. 6 Greymen come. Only Perrin knows can sense them pretty much. Lan and Moiraine couldn't. And these 6 attacked Perrin. These Greymans saw Moiraine and Aes Sedai, Lan a warder, as obstacles to get to Perrin. Like, bro, these guys are these guys have no souls, bro. They have no fear. They just have one target and that's it. That's mad, bro. Anyway, so I think everyone manages to kill them, but the thing is that no one sensed them, and only Perrin was able to sense them. Moiraine was helping them kill the Grey Man. She obviously used the one power, blah blah blah, which gave away her identity. Because every single time when Moiraine goes to an inn in every single different city, she does not want to be known as an Aes Sedai. So anyway, that's gone, and so she's like, you know what, I need to dip and look for some information on why these Grey Men are here. So she went out by herself, and Lan and Perrin went after her, and when they were looking for any kind of evidence or clues, they came across some dog prints, like, you know, dog paw prints on stone, not on dirt or nothing, on stone. And then that's where Lan was like, these are more of the Dark One's creatures. Now these are called the Greyhounds, and according to Hopper, they're called like the Dark Brothers. I think it's called the Dark Brothers. Shadow Brothers, that's the one, yeah. Shadow Brothers. So speaking of Hopper, when they came back, Perrin went to sleep and then he tried to seek Hopper, but before that he saw things that had been mentioned before, like for example, Matt playing with the dice with Baalzamon, what's it called, Rand having people around him, I think 6 people, 6 girls or 6 guys, I'm not sure, and how he's going towards Calendar, I think, and then how Egwene, Nynaeve and Elaine saw a cage. Honestly, with these dreams and prophecies and visions, it's so hard to predict and understand these things, you know what I mean? But I guess we know that Matt is kind of in trouble, you know what I mean? Because he is playing with Baalzamon at this point, and but the other two, it's just, I don't know, bro. Anyway, so then he saw Hopper, and that's where Hopper told him to pretty much run. The Dark Hounds are coming, and so Hopper pretty much can predict anything at this point, you know what I mean? And that's where Perrin woke up. Moiraine came in, and then Moiraine was like, we need to leave right now, these Dark Hounds are coming. And you were right, Perrin, the Forsakens are loose. And then the first one, and this Forsaken's name is Samael. I'm not sure if I said that right, you know what I mean, but we'll get used to it, we'll get used to it. So they leave immediately, and Faile is absolutely terrified at what she has gotten herself into. She's like, yo, Forsaken, blah blah blah. And then at this host table, yeah, the innkeeper was there and everyone was there, and then I think Perrin yelled out, why are they after me? They should be after Rand, he's the Dragon Reborn. So he pretty much, you know, gave away that Rand is a Dragon Reborn, and then what's it called? Faile was there, the innkeeper was there. That's why Moiraine was like to the innkeeper, you need to get your family and leave as far away as you possibly can get, you know what I mean? And Faile was like, yo, I'm pretty much stuck with these guys. So now she's here for good. I think they also did mention that they might be after Matt because he's the one who blew the horn, and that's where Faile was like, yo, what? The horn has already been found? What is my life even worth right now? I'm not joking, she didn't say that, but yeah, so Faile is in a very interesting position right now. Anyway, so when they were trying to leave, they could sense that the Dark Hounds are coming, and then Lana was like, yo, it's impossible to outrun any kind of Dark Hounds, even with the fastest horse. So they decided to fight them. Here we also get to find out that the Dark Hounds do not like the rain. So when the rain stopped, that's when they started to come. They were in vision, and 10 Dark Hounds came. And Perrin, when he took out his bow, Lana was like, you'll probably just kill one with that, and it will take a lot of shots, do you know what I mean? So Perrin managed to kill one with 3 shots, and then the Moiraine did the rest. Moiraine used a formidable technique, and I think it might be the balefire that Nynaeve used against the Myrddraals. So I think Moiraine used that, and that pretty much destroyed 9 Dark Hounds just like that. So I think that balefire is ridiculously overpowered, you know what I mean? So, and then we move on to Matt and Tom's story. So Matt and Tom, they are on their way to what's it called, Camelin, and before they actually got to Camelin, they were attacked by a bunch of Dark Friends, which I felt like it was a bit kind of short, blah blah blah, so I'll just say they were attacked by a bunch of Dark Friends. Tom managed to kill a girl Dark Friend. Matt felt bad about it, but he managed to move on, but he still feels bad about it. So yeah, I think Matt just has a weakness for girls, to be honest, even if they are Dark Friends, because Matt couldn't kill a girl, but she was a Dark Friend, so that shouldn't be a problem, right? But Matt just couldn't, so that happened. Anyway, so moving on to the main part, they got to Camelin, right? And then Matt was like, yo, I don't want to waste no time, I want to get to the palace straight away. So when he got to the palace, the guards was like, what are you here for? You know what I mean? And then he said, instead of saying he got a letter from Elaine, he said, I come from Tar Valon. And that's where the guard lost it. The guard was like, yo, we don't want anything got to do with the White Tower. If they don't return Elaine right now, blah blah blah. And then he also threatened Matt to get for him to get arrested. And then Matt was like, yo, I can't do this right now. So he went back to the inn where Tom and the innkeeper was. And then he was like, yo, what's up with everything right now? And then that's where the innkeeper was like, yo, everything has been a mess ever since this new lord came called Gabriel. Gabriel, that's the one. When he came, everything just has changed. So apparently there has been riots when Morghese went to Tar Valon. There has been a bunch of riots, and he came and he pretty much stopped it. And as a reward, Morghese promoted Gabriel to the position where Elida was before. So pretty much that guy is her personal assistant, you know what I mean? Which I feel like Morghese, that's kind of weak. That's not good enough, Morghese. Come on, Morghese. I thought you were better than that. When I first read that, I was like, come on, you are better than that. So I was a bit disappointed in Morghese when that happened. Because, like, yo, you can... The people knows. Like, listen to the people of the town. If the people see something's wrong, if you can sense it, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm talking too much. Maybe I don't know too much at the moment, but... I feel like Morghese should have done better, but I guess, this is just for the plot of the story, so I guess I'm fine with that. Anyway, then Matt decided to go back to the palace, and now he used the same technique that Rand accidentally used when he first met Golwyn and Elaine. Now, he climbed over the roof, blah blah blah. He tried to sneak into the palace, and while he was sneaking in, he overheard two guys talking. And this guy was called what was his name again? Yeah, he overheard here's this guy called Koma and his master, right? So his master tells Koma that he needs to kill 3 girls that's in Ter, or it will pretty much ruin their plan. And obviously from the descriptions, the 3 girls are Nynaeve, Elaine and Egwene. And so this master guy, which we later find out is Gabriel, wants the 3 dead. So now we know that since this Gabriel guy has so much power in Caemlyn, and Caemlyn is one of the strongest kingdoms in the whole entire Wheel of Time country, or I don't know, the world, we know that it's gonna be mad. There's gonna be mad corruption. I thought Tar Valon was corrupted, but no, this shit is gonna be equally as corrupted. Same as Caerhun, like everywhere's corruption, bro. But now Caemlyn, since it's so big and shit like that, it is going to be a problem in the future with this Gabriel guy being active next to Morghese, do you know what I mean? So that's pretty bad. Anyway, when after that happened, he went to this guy called Talonvar. I hope we can see more of Talonvar. I feel like he's a cool dude. I feel like he's very sincere. He is loyal to the Queen only. So this guy took Matt to the Queen. And that's where Gabriel was as well. So he gave the letter to Morghese, and Morghese was very conflicted. She was happy that she was okay, and she got promoted to the accepted, but she was also kind of annoyed that she barely gave her any information other than that. And she also mentioned that she misses the time with Shiriam. Now, remember when I said I think Shiriam is a Black Alja? If Morghese misses the time with Shiriam, I'm predicting before Shiriam became Black Alja, Morghese and Shiriam were friends, and everything was good and shit. You know what I mean? Everything was happy. And obviously after Shiriam became a Dark Friend, life gets rough. Do you know what I mean? Because the Dark Ones doesn't care. He treats his people like crap. Now, what if Morghese is also a Dark Friend? What if she misses the times before they were a Dark Friend? That's just a prediction, man. I think Morghese can possibly be a Dark Friend. So I think it's a 50-50. It's not confirmed, but I guess I'll have to read and find out, you know what I mean? So anyway, Matt was very close to telling Morghese about what he overhears, but then he gets silenced by this Gabriel guy, and then Matt just acted like he was a different person, blah blah blah, so he could just leave pretty soon, because he wants to go to Ter now, because he knows that the 3 girls are in trouble, so he wants to go to Ter and give them his utmost protection. And then he obviously takes Tom with him, because Tom There was no one to stay in Camelin because, you know, he's pretty much dead meat here. And we also get to find out that Tom left Camelin when he was Morghase's lover 15 years ago. And I think Elaine is 16 or 17 or 18, around there. So that means Elaine must be very little when Tom left. So I think Tom is either the father of Elaine or Gawain, or the father of Galad. I'm not sure. I think it might be Galad, since Tom is naturally talented at fighting and Galad is also a natural talent. I think Tom might be the father of Galad. Do you know what I mean? So that's my prediction with, you know, Tom's family heritage or whatever. Now we move on to Egwene's point of view with Elaine and Nynaeve, and honestly I feel like this might be one of the most boringest chapter I've read in the Wheel of Time so far. So pretty much in this chapter what happens is Egwene, obviously, like in every single Egwene chapter, she obviously recalls her dreams of literally the same thing of Mat and Rand and Perrin, and, you know, what the White Cloaks are doing in Emond's Field, blah blah blah. That stuff's okay, but the problem with this chapter was just the whole pacing, and everything was just so boring. Like, what happened in this chapter was Nynaeve, she went to a herb store, and then she was talking with this lady about herbs for literally like 2 pages straight. And then Elaine and Egwene got bored, so they just told them that, you know, they're hunting dark friends, can they help her? And then the lady was like, you know what, I'll get a guy for you. And then at the end, Egwene was like to Nynaeve, you're pretty much like Moraine with your sneaky planning. And then that's a bad shot, Egwene. Come on, Egwene. Don't do that to Nynaeve. Don't do that to Nynaeve. There's levels, yeah, there's levels. You're here, Nynaeve's up there. There's levels, cuz. Don't do that to Nynaeve, bro. That's where Elaine, god damn, thank God, gave Egwene a nice slap. Slapped her. Oh my god. Slapped her hard, bro. Slapped her hard. And yeah, then Egwene was like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. And rightly so, you shouldn't have done that. Come on, you can't do that to Nynaeve. Let's get that straight. Anyway, moving on. The old lady came back with a guy called Julian. Now this Julian guy is gonna said that he will try to hunt these dark friends as if they are Black Archer. So this guy is prepared, and that gave everyone chills because he technically is hunting dark friends. Do you know what I mean? So that's insane, right? And then after that, Egwene decided to visit the world of dreams, and then she saw Liandrin. Liandrin looked at her and gave her a creepy ass smile, which wakes up Egwene immediately, and Egwene was like, the Black Archers know that we are here in Tear. And ending off this part, we come to a Mat point of view. Mat pretty much, he comes to Tear as well with Tom, and by chance, so we get this theme, right? How if he does things by chance, it works out for him. So by chance, he went in a random as in. He saw that guy from Camelin called Coma, right? He was cheating and he was winning a bunch of bets, stuff like that in game, blah blah blah. He was just a big ass cheat, right? And Mat, you know how a man is with games, right? With gambling, you can't be Mat. So when Mat stepped in, he won. And after he won, this is what he did. He was like to Coma, I know that you're hunting those 3 girls, so you better go back and tell Gabriel to be careful and never come here again, or I will kill you. This guy threatened the crap out of Coma, and Coma instantly freaked out. He got his sword out, but yo, you can't beat Mat, bro. Mat is overpowered right now. He got his staff, was pretty much messing around with him, and at the end, Coma broke his back. He was dying, but in his last few words, he was like, there are more. Don't think I'm the only one. There are more, and those girls won't even survive. And boom, this guy is dead. Okay, looks like I was wrong. We end off with a Perrin chapter. My bad. We end up with a Perrin chapter. Okay, so Perrin's party arrived at Tear. Now, Tear it was described multiple times by everyone, you know what I mean? Everyone described Tear as a very defeated area. It's like people are dressed very poorly. This gave me very Asian vibes because, back in my country, this is exactly how it is, you know what I mean? Back in the docks, people are fishing everywhere, blah blah blah. The same way they're dressed, the same way the women are dressed, everything just seemed like an Asian kind of vibe there. So it looked very defeated right now. And then Perrin and his party, they went to an inn. Moiraine went out to get some information, and Perrin, he was working with a blacksmith, so he was feeling amazing. That's the lifestyle he wanted. He wanted to be a blacksmith. He didn't want to be no wolf brother, nothing like that, no tavern, all that shit. He just enjoyed being a blacksmith. And the owner of the store was so impressed that he was like, you know what, if you want to work here, I can give you some work, blah blah blah. He even gave him a hammer at the end, which kind of connects to the prophecy of, not the prophecy, the dreams and all that shit that Egwene has been having, how Perrin has to choose between an axe and a hammer. So that's the connection I could make, but I couldn't solve it, obviously. Anyway, so at the end, Faile is following Perrin everywhere. Like, after his work, Faile's there. When Perrin wakes up, Faile's there. When he goes for a walk with Loial, Faile's there. Faile is everywhere, which Perrin is there, do you know what I mean? So, I think that Faile and Perrin are gonna be a thing in the future, and yo, I love Faile, I love Perrin. Yeah, I feel like both of them together are just funny, interesting, hilarious. Yeah, I love both of them together, bro. Anyway, moving on. Later that night, Moiraine gathered everyone, and then she pretty much said there's another Forsaken in Tear. Remember that guy, the High Lord Salmon guy that you guys heard about? He is called Belal. Oh my day. Listen. It's just funny hearing these names, bro, because I'm used to these names. I've got this, like, I know a lot of Bilals. That's how you say it properly, Bilal. But then when I'm listening to the audiobook, it's like Belal. I'm like, yo, that's not how you say it, but you know what? I'll go along with it. I'll go along with that. That's even like Ishmael, yeah. We say Ismail, you know what I mean? But it's just, I don't know, but Belal just cracked me up, bro, because it's like Bilal, and then they're like Belal. I don't know, bro. That's just a personal thing, but ignore that part anyway. Then we move on. So we know that this guy Belal, he is no joke, yeah. This guy wants Rand. He is luring Rand to the sword calendar. So once he gets close, Belal's pretty much gonna ambush him, get that sword and kill Rand with it. So that's Belal's plan, according to Moiraine. So that's not good at all. And also, I think Lan or Perrin mentioned something about the Aiel, which Moiraine kind of ignored, or I think she didn't know about, which is kind of interesting. I don't think Moiraine has that much knowledge of the Aiel people. So, because the Aiel people are in Tear. They're like on roofs and shit. They're trying to be very secretive and interesting. And then at the end, we end off with Moiraine and Lan trying to hunt down Belal so Rand can be safe or whatever. So that's where we end part 4 of the Dragon Reborn. Now, I think I did say my predictions here. I think that Morghese might be Black Archer, and I think I've said all my predictions so far. Anyway, I heard from you guys that next part is going to be absolutely insane, specifically chapter 55 and 56 according to you guys. So I have high hopes, because I feel like this part has been, yeah, the pages were standard amount of pages, but I feel like less happened in this part. So maybe that's why the video will be a lot shorter than normal. So, and of course, if you still haven't subscribed yet, what are y'all doing, bro? Subscribe, bro. God damn, bro. And other than that, I will see you guys. Oh yeah, I forgot today's shout out. Yeah. The shout out for today. Hold on. Where's my phone? All right, today's shout out goes to Wheel Up Time. He's like, I love how the things that made you realize Matt is built different is 3 chickens. Yeah, literally, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta respect them, man. You gotta respect them, bro. The more you can eat, the more I'll respect you. Come on, bro. You gotta respect that, man. Because I'm a big foodie. So 3 chickens? Come on, bro. 3 chickens? That's insane, bro. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching again. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I'm about to have 3 chickens right now, man. Take care. Bye.